2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here's a fucking weekly recap!
Yes! Okay. I always start off in the radio voice. It is week 5. We are within it. The current standings. In the Puds, Team Big Pebbles 4-0, River Manor Swamp Dogs 3-1, Funny Beats 3-1, Shut Up Dylan 2-2, and the Crunktown Stompwomps 1-3. In the Suds, Chainsaw Pandas 4-0, the Squeakers 1-3, you guys talking about Dicka 1-3, McCarthy on Your Face 1-3, and Bangals 0-4. All the things I said needed to happen last week, they didn't. Elliot won. And Dylan won. They're sitting up on their high pedestals at 4-0. Just in my opinion, we should stand at the bottom of said pedestals with little BB guns and just pew, hit them in their faces with them BBs. I bet it hurts. It's all a metaphor. It's not real. This is going so well. Week 4 went like this. Team Big Pebbles 98.5 versus the Crunktown Stompwomps 88.5, because what else would have happened? Why would it have been different? Bengals 126 versus Shut Up Dylan 131.5. Shut Up Dylan coming out with a win and going to 2-2. The Squeakers 80 versus the Chainsaw Pandas 106, staying at 4-0. You talk about Dicka 125 versus the Funny Beats 143. Funny Beats goes to 3-1. You guys talking about Dicka going to 1-3. And River Manor Swamp Dogs going to 3-1. Tacoing his way to the top 124. V McCarthy on Your Face 1-3. Kate Fillion / Chris. It's Chris at 82.5. As for next week, the Crunktown Stompwomps versus the Funny Beats 3-1 versus 1-3. Who knows what's gonna happen there? If I had to guess, I'd say I would be projected to win, and then I don't. Just a wild guess. Chainsaw Pandas versus you talking about Ditka. John Robert Vergati changing his lineup from St. Lucia or wherever the crap he is, teaching literacy to children. Not teaching literacy, I guess just reading books. Dr. Seuss, what's up? He's reading books to kids. Also, pools and I don't know, whatever else Sandals has. They won't let me go, so that's way too depressing. The Squeakers, Football Abbey versus the River Manor Swamp Dogs, Football Ryan. Ryan getting her 3-1, the Squeakers 1-3. Weird, super weird, because the Squeakers have a ballin' ass team, a lot like me, and we have ballin' ass teams who keep losing, and then Taco happens. And Taco happens. Who only has 6 players on the team right now, currently playing. In fact, a few people here. Let's see. I'm not going to say it out loud, but a few people have people on bye weeks, and you should change it. I'm not going to tell you who, though. Be your own man, lady. That was just sexist. Be your own person. The more you know. McCarthy on Your Face. Kate, a.k.a. not Kate, versus Shut Up Dylan, who I thought was going to change his name, but he apparently did not. 2-2 versus the 1-3. McCarthy on Your Face. And then the Team Big Pebbles represent Elliott Smith versus the Bengals. 0-4 versus 4-0. I feel like this might be Danielle's week. I see it in her future. I'm not like a psychic. I don't have a crystal ball. I just want Elliot to lose. So if that could happen, that would be super sweet. Let's head over to the waiver wire. October 1st at 4:30 p.m. when our waivers go through, which is an insane time. Dylan dropped the Colts, added the Steelers. Dylan dropped Niall Davis because Jamal Charles is coming back and he's not going to be needed anymore. Added Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon had 15.5 points last week, 8.5 projected this week. Sear dropped Ben Tate from because he's been taking a big old poop everywhere. No. He added Ben Tate coming back. I'm very sorry. Ben Tate's been hurt. And then he dropped Bobby Rainey. You know what? I'm going to go back to that. I'm not sorry. Dylan Sear dropped Graham Gano because apparently he is streaming kickers like a douchebag. I'm sorry. It's probably the right thing to do. You know what? Again, I'm not sorry. I have to stop saying I'm sorry. I'm not. So. And then I dropped Vernon Davis because he keeps getting hurt and added Kelvin Benjamin, the number 4 wide receiver in the league. It won't change anything. Now that I have him, he's gonna, I don't know, get in some altercation with an old woman where he punches her, or gonna set off some fireworks, like pointed towards a building and then get arrested. Or be found out that he's been running he's a drug kingpin for like meth. He's like Walter White, Kelvin Benjamin, the new Walter White, because he's on my team. Or he'll just like do badly. One of those, probably. Mark!
Hey guys. So 2 weeks ago, Kirk Cousins did pretty well, real well. So I banked on him this week, and he let me down. That's how you get paid when you put in a tested warrior like that.
Lean forward a little.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So yeah, Kirk Cousins fucked me a little bit. But it looked like the Giants got their heads out of their asses a little bit. I don't care.
Don't fucking jinx them. You totally just did. Eli Manning fell down a flight of stairs right after you said that.
Well, I hope not, because I need him to throw the ball to Mr. Donnell as well as Mr. Cruz, because ever since the O-line decided to stop, jerking off on the field, he's been able to do something, which was nice. I put some points on my board. Matt Asiata, glad that I grabbed him up after the Peterson fiasco. Found out that Big Ron, my dad, also grabbed up Matt Asiata after the first time they suspended Peterson. And then when they brought him back, my dad was like, yeah, it's fine. Fuck Matt Asiata. I need the room. So he got rid of him. And then they suspended him again. I had to chuckle at my dad's expense. It's nice. But he did real well. Good job, man. Way to step it up, big guy.
Does Ron watch these videos?
I hope not.
Move on with our lives.
Hey, Dad. I got to beat Danielle, which is always nice.
Who you facing this week?
Kate, and Chris. Or Chris and Kate.
Chris.
Is it Chris?
It's just Chris.
Okay. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not terribly worried, but hubris is the downfall. I'm sure Kate will play the fiddle at my funeral.
Yo, Brad!
Yo, Brad!
Yo, Brad!
Dylan, you won again. Shut up. And Elliot. I don't know. You're gonna fail eventually.
He's 4-0 right now.
Yeah. And that's gonna be the top. He's gonna peak early.
Ooh. You should apologize to Elliot.
Dylan's 4-0 too, but,
I know.
I don't know. Maybe he'd peak early too. Who knows?
How about you?
Early
What about you?
in the football season.
Football city. Right, you have to specify. If you don't specify, you're just a dick.
I specifically meant peaking in football.
Oh, okay.
Fantasy football.
Right.
Yeah.
Under the radar. No one saw it. Week 5, man. Week 5, I see not being any better than Week 4 was. I really look forward to watching all of these videos in the row eventually, when the beginnings are like, everything's great, everything's great, everything's okay, everything's not very good, guys, everything's the worst. But more importantly, you know what? As importantly as fantasy football, Ian and the Bishop is up on the YouTubes. Go watch it at www.youtube.com/bearfightfilmsct or user, just type in Ian and the Bishop and then go watch it. It's a thing. It's a thing, and it's done, and it's fucking done, and it's on the YouTubes, and it's on the YouTubes now, and then on Friday, Zeros is coming out, and the behind the scenes of that movie that Gentner did, and he put a lot of work into, and I super duper like it, is also going to be up on Friday. So watch all that stuff, guys. That's as important, slightly less important than fantasy football. Fantasy football is still the most important thing in my life. It goes fantasy football, movies, #gains, surprise ice cream, Mark's running.
Did you tell him about Backtober?
Oh, Backtober! So Mark and I have been assigning a part of our body to a month to focus on for the month, and last month was Traptember. Traptember, because getting mad traps. Yeah, we thought the traps would be the wedding muscle. This month is Backtober, baby. Going lats. The laddie guys. So we're gonna fly away.
The gains are gonna be scary. Halloween puns, baby.
Every time. It gets me every time. But again, most importantly, week 5. Coming at ya. With your face. On everyone else's faces. Football Abbey. There was the fucking weekly recap. See? I can sing live. Usher ain't got shit on me.